Good afternoon. It's the camping day again. Forecast isn't brilliant, but it is what it is this time of year. Now, it might be a busy one. I think if everyone turns up, we should have 5 people here today. One of which is Steve, the state detective. This guy. And anyone that knows him or his products or seen his videos knows he's very sort of like pro World War II history, British Army, etc, etc. So what have I done for a giggle? Turned up with full German kit. just to stir him up really. But yeah, I've got all the Flecktarn kit out. I've even brought my Flecktarn tent. Should be fun. Now, somebody spotted this in my last video. I do apologise, I don't remember who. My head is useless, but you know who you are. And they asked a question about this tree. It's an ancient yew tree. Quite how old, no idea. They're very difficult to age because you can't cut them and count the rings and all that like you can with a normal tree. But shall we just say it's bloody massive. Now there's another one locally that's recorded quite well in history at Crowhurst, and that's actually in the Doomsday Book, 1068 I believe it is. And so that one's what, 950-ish years old. It's half the size of this. So is this one older? I don't know. It might just prefer the ground here, so it's grown faster. But yeah, it's a bit of a monster, this yew. I know it's very difficult on film, but just to give you an idea, let me start here and I'll just pace around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 paces around it. Not huge bloody strides, but normal sort of paces for a 6-foot bloke with average legs. Yeah, 20 paces around it. The bloody thing is immense, but it does make a very good trail marker for finding my way in here. Right, as you can see, we've got the little German tent out. Not proper German military, but it's in the right camo at least. And indoors we have my Nemo mat, which should be lovely. Gone with the Andy's Barrel sleeping bag. Got my little pillow. There's not a massive amount of room in here, but there's just enough room to stash my bag down the side there when I go to bed. That should be cosy because the forecast is a bit crappy. They've given a bit of a rough night. It might even rain this evening, so next job I think I've brought a spare tarp. I'm going to stick a tarp up for an evening sheltered area just in case. The village is complete. Me, Mark is over the back there. I've stuck up a shelter in the middle near the fire because we are expecting rain later. Got a hammock over the back, another shelter going up there. Sorry, I'm going towards the sun, and another one there. So yeah, 5 of us on site. Unusually busy, but it's always nice to see new faces. Well, we're having fun so far. It's a bit of a social camp, so I'm not quite sure how much filming I'm going to do on this one. It might be lots of little clips just put together. But something I haven't mentioned yet that I have brought with me. I've got the new Sunblesser head torch to try out, like the Mark II version. I've got the original one, which is excellent. It is my favourite head torch of all time. And they've gone and improved it. So that can only be a good thing. Let's hope. Looks almost the same, apart from the main light is a bigger reflector now. I don't know whether it's the same power unit or a bigger power unit, but it's much brighter. We've got red light and white light on the small LED as well. Only tested at home so far. The small LED on red seems to put out more than it used to. I don't know, I'll confirm that later. Certainly home testing it seemed to. And the big white one, definitely brighter. So when it gets dark, obviously, I'll have this on and we'll see how good it is. There, that's looking down into the campsite. The boys are doing bits and pieces. Marky's just been making a big fire reflector. Is it needed? I don't know. I hate to tell him, but the wind's going to change direction later, so we'll see. But yeah, nicely set up. Got a little village going, nice and discreet. Let's zoom you in a bit. Yeah, we're not sticking out too much. The only thing that shows up really is Steve's tarp on the far left there, but hey, we're in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't really matter. Right, tonight's dinner has started. The guys are cooking up a curry, which will be quite nice, we hope. We have been trying the spices. Some were interesting, shall we say. Mark nearly died. Some were a little bit hot, but we'll see how this turns out. Oh yeah, I think that's plenty bright enough. Have a look at the old red light. It's a job to pick up on camera. Get close to this tree. But no, it's absolutely fine. Fine for the naked eye. Looking forward to proper dark. Bloody hell. Back up to full power.
I am going to have... No, I'm going to put on myself. Iron. Oh yeah, I like a bit of lime, yeah, the old... lime finish with, mate. Don't get stuck in, Alex. Sorry? Don't get stuck in, mate. No.
You're not eating?
No. No? Let me have a little bit. No.
It's bedtime. It's about 11 o'clock. Didn't do bugger all filming really. It was very much a social camp, and should we just say some of the topics of conversation would not have been suitable for YouTube. But very pleasant evening, nice curry, beers, lots of silly chatter. It's been a nice one, very relaxed one. I don't mind making the videos for YouTube, but sometimes it's nice to have a bit of time off. Right, I'm going to bed. See you in the morning. Good morning. As I'm sure you can hear, rain. Not unexpected, it was forecast. Oh, excuse me. It's been raining. Oh, not long after we went to bed. Most of the night. And it's still raining now. Alright. About 7:15. Didn't have a bad night, but the old cheap German tent has just about had its last, I think, with this persistent rain. It's starting to leak. You can't see it from there, but above the door there's a loop for hanging a light on, and a couple of times in the night I woke up because I felt a splash of water on my face, and when I checked this morning the light was all wet, and it's coming in around that seam at the top, and also at the bottom of the door there's a little puddle. So I think the tent's just about had it. Had it a long time though, and I think it was only about 30 or 40 quid in the first place. It's only a cheapie, and it's done a lot of years, done a lot of camps. Can't complain. Hey, it's always an excuse to buy another tent, isn't it? Oh, I think I need to get some coffee. Oh, see you in a bit. It's going to be a wet one. Well, that was an interesting packing up session. The tent leak was worse than I thought. When I started moving stuff out the tent, it was like a bloody swimming pool in the bottom. My Flecktarn light was full of water. My phone was laying in the water, so I don't even know whether this is recording, whether it's going to work or not. So, yeah, sleeping bag wet. Although I stay dry inside, only the outside's wet. Everything's wet. So it's going to be a case of getting home and drying everything out. Apart from the tent, that's going straight in the bin. Not an ideal ending, but we had a fun evening. Lots of silly chatter, lots to drink, hence why not much filming. Yes, I wouldn't have got away with filming what was being said and so on, and the silliness, but it was a fun one. Fun, relaxed camp with some nice guys. Thanks for watching if you got this far. I'm just gonna get out of here before I get any wetter. See you on the next video.